you got anything to say to the viewers?
Eat cornflakes.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Are you wonky? I don't know. Anyway, today we have a TV video. I haven't made a TV video since the British TV show video. Was it like about the BBC? Anyway, today we're going to be talking about shows that you can watch when you are sick of watching Friends. So I have watched Friends through about twice. The first time I watched it in like a jumbled order, so I don't actually know if I've seen every single episode, but when I've tried to rewatch episodes, I know I've watched them before. So today I'm going to be sharing with you shows you can watch when you have seen Friends so many times, because Friends is such a great show, but once you've seen the episodes twice, it starts to get a bit repetitive and boring. Friends is definitely one of my favourite shows, but I can't keep watching it over and over again or I will literally go insane. So a lot of these shows I watch or I've heard are good, but I don't know how this video is going to be put together. I kind of do, I kind of don't. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to edit it, but I'm in my toilet, so if the sound is really weird, that's why, because I'm going to be trying to turn this wall into a green screen so you can like see the trailer and see me at the same time. Don't know how well it's going to turn out, probably look really bad. I'm literally doing this on an iPhone 6 using iMovie, so we're going to wing it. Anyway, let's just get into it. So the first show is New Girl, and I've only seen like half of the first series because I didn't really like it that much. I think that the concept and everything and the first couple of episodes are good, but I just got a bit sick of the sex references in it. But it's really funny. It's about a girl called Jess, and she has to move out of her boyfriend's apartment, I think, because he's cheating on her. So she moves in with these 3 guys in their apartment, and she's like the only girl, so it's called New Girl because she's like the new girl. And it's basically just all the silly things that she does. It's really funny, but I don't know if I'll go back to it. I have tried to go back to it a couple of times, but I don't know. I think I might watch it when I haven't got anything else to watch. The next one is How I Met Your Mother, and I'm currently on series 7, I think. I've been watching it with my brother. It's really, really good. And it's basically about Ted, who is sharing the story with his children, how he met their mother. But the annoying part is that you don't get to meet the mother till like really far into the show. Like I'm on series 7 and I still haven't met the mother, and it really irritates me. But yeah, stick with it even when you get annoyed that you don't know who the mother is. But it's nice because it's centered around a group of friends. It's very similar to Friends, but it's like based like in Friends they have like Central Perk, and in How I Met Your Mother they go to a bar, a certain bar, pub place, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, that's their like hangout spot, and it's just a really funny show. Again, the sex references get really annoying because Barney likes to go on about his many different women that he yeah, but it is really good. I really recommend that show. And yeah, the next one is Glee. This isn't really that similar to Friends, but it is really good. I did mention it, oh my god, is this working? I did mention it in my oh yeah, my Week in My Life vlog. It's basically about a teacher called Mr. Schuster, and he wants to set up the Glee Club again because he used to go to McKinley High, which is the high school that it takes place in, and he used to be in the Glee Club, but the Glee Club has kind of died. So he tries to bring it back. He tries to get loads of people to be in it. First of all, they're like really crap and everything, so he has to try and make them better, but they really improve. It's really nice. There's a lot of singing, a lot of dancing, and it's just a really nice show. And I think that it's good when you're sad on a bad day to lift your spirits. The next show is The Good Place. This is one of my absolute favourite shows. It's about a woman called Eleanor. She's played by Kristen Bell, who plays Anna in Frozen. So yeah, she basically dies. Like, all the people in the show are dead, or they're like not human. So she gets into the good place, which is like heaven. So there's the good place, the bad place, and the medium place, but you learn about the medium place like somewhere in the show somewhere. It's not one of the like main things in the first season, I don't think. But yeah, so she is a really bad person, and she doesn't know why she got into the good place. She thinks it's a mistake, and she has to take lessons, like ethics lessons, from her soulmate. So when you get to the good place, even if you didn't find your soulmate in real life, you are like put together with them in a house, and you have to live with them for all of eternity. So she is put in a house. She's like, her soulmate is Chidi, and he is an ethics professor. So he teaches her ethics so she can become a better person, so she can stay in the good place. And it's like a comedy. It's really funny. I love like the four main characters. I think they're really funny. My favourite character is probably Jason, because his lines are just so iconic and really funny. It's a really good show. I don't really have that much to say about stuff except from explaining the plot and saying that it's good. The next one is Flatmates. This is similar to Friends. It's like the British version of Friends, not as iconic. They only did one series of it, but it's good. It's kind of a spin-off of Millie in Between. You can watch it on iPlayer. I think it's still available on iPlayer. It's just about what is her name? I always forget her name. Millie's older sister. Is it like Rachel or something? I don't know. But her sister, when she moved to like, I think it's London, might not be London, might be another city, and her getting a job, her moving in with her stepbrother, and stuff like that. So it's just about young adult life. The next one is the Amelia Gething Complex. The second series is actually coming out very soon. It's coming out on the 19th of March, I think. And it's coming out on like BBC Two next month. It's really good. I've seen the first series. It's like a comedy skit/sketch show. So if you don't know who she is, Amelia Gething is Anne Hathaway. No, she's not, but she looks like her. But she is like a social media person. She used to make loads of Musical.lys. She makes YouTube videos with like sketches in, and they're really funny. And she basically has her own TV show on BBC, where she's like written like loads of different crazy things, and I think she plays herself, and she wears the same outfit in every episode, and she lives with these two other girls in this apartment. That's why it's called the Amelia Gething Complex. And it's really funny. It's about friends again, so that's why I put it on the list. And yeah, the next one is Jane the Virgin. Jane the Virgin is a really good show. I have watched all of it. I absolutely loved it. When I first watched it, I was like when I first heard of it, I thought, that doesn't sound really good. And then I watched it and it was really good. It's really, really complicated, but in like a really good way. like all of the characters are linked in some way, like someone's cheating on this person has a baby with this person, he's her brother, and just stuff like that. So I've put it on the list because it's about like a family, so it's like kind of like Friends but not. I'm just giving you guys stuff to watch after you've seen Friends. This show goes on forever. It took me months to finish it. It's really emotional as well. It's basically about a woman called Jane, and she gets accidentally artificially inseminated, and she has to decide if she's going to keep the baby. She finds out who the father is, and the father is someone who she went on a date with 5 years ago, and he never called her back. And she is going to get engaged to someone called Michael, and she has to like learn to balance like having a baby. She also wants to be a writer and a teacher, loads of stuff like that. And then you have like loads of side storylines, like you have Petra, who is Jane's baby daddy's wife, but then she cheats on him with his best friend. So yeah, it's like complicated like that. But yeah, that series is really good. Love all the characters. You like get to hate some characters like Petra, and then like later on you like start to love her because you feel bad for her and stuff. But yeah, I really recommend that show. The next show is Never Have I Ever. They are making a second series, which I'm really happy about. I have watched this once, although I have seen some of the episodes twice. I think it's really good. It's about an Indian American girl, and her dad just suddenly drops dead at a concert that she's doing, kind of like a recital, I think, and she plays the harp, and her dad has a heart attack, and it's about her like learning to deal with it, also making friends. Like she has a really strict mum, and she has to live with her cousin as well. She's an only child and stuff, but she has to live with her cousin because I think she's studying. And yeah, it's about that, and she has like a rival at school, and she has like a tight friend group, but all of her and her friends all have their issues, so they kind of support each other. So that's why I put it on the list, because it's kind of like Friends because they're friends. Yeah. The next one is Sam and Cat. I've seen this to death. Like, this video could also be called similar shows to watch when you've watched Sam and Cat to death, because I've seen Sam and Cat lots and lots of times. It's such a great show. It's a spin-off of Victorious and iCarly. You've probably watched it already. I don't even know why I put it on the list because you've probably seen it. If you haven't, it's a show about Sam, who is from iCarly, and Cat, who is from Victorious. Cat is played by Ariana Grande, who you might know as being a singer. So Cat's kind of stupid, and Sam's kind of mean and likes meat. That's a really good explanation. But basically they Sam like helps her because she gets stuck in like a rubbish bin, and then she goes and moves into her like apartment, and they like set up a babysitting company. It's not a company, a babysitting business. And yeah, it's just a comedy show of all the silly things they get up to. And yeah. The next one is The Office. I haven't actually seen this, but I thought I'd include it on the list because I know some people like watching it. I haven't seen it at all. It is on my watch list. So let me know if it's a good show, if I should bother watching it. But I think it's just a show about an office where people do silly things. The next one is Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which I also haven't seen. I think it's about police. The next one is Julie and the Phantoms. Everybody wants this to come back for series 2. I want it to come back for series 2. I watched the first 4 episodes, got bored of it, and then I stopped watching it, and then I saw loads of people raving about it on Instagram months later. so I decided to watch it. Hello! Okay, so Julie and the Phantoms. You think it's crap, don't you? Yeah, well, it isn't. It's basically about these 3 band members of Sunset Curve, which is a band from the 90s. They eat hot dogs and they die. So very uplifting start, but they always buy hot dogs from like this like guy that sells them out of his car. So he probably got a 1 from that food and safety place. Can you not do that? It's not finger puppets. And basically there's this girl called Julie, her mum dies. So another depressing thing. But she likes to sing, and she can't sing anymore because her mum passed away, and she felt like she could only sing when her mum was alive because she used to sing with her mum. So she listens to this CD from this band from the 90s, and they magically just appear in front of her. So they live in her garage, they decide to form a band. When they're playing music, they appear and then they disappear straight afterwards, so she has to call them like a hologram group. They like perform original songs, so it's a bit different to Glee, because in Glee they just do covers, which is good because you get to learn music that you probably wouldn't usually listen to. But yeah, it's basically that. It's based off like a Spanish show with the same name. It's called like Julie Oes Fantasmas. Really bad Spanish accent, I'm sorry. I dropped Spanish last year because I wasn't learning 80 words a week. But yeah, have you got any shows to watch that are similar to Friends? Yeah, Fortnite is definitely a show. Coming to cinemas. Have you got anything to say to the viewers?
Eat cornflakes.
Anyway, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like this different kind of video.
Remember to eat cornflakes.
Yeah.
Cornflakes are nice.
Yeah.
Cornflakes.
Sound like the kids in my music class.
Cornflakes.
Bye.